They hate when you love yourself. They hate when you like your natural hair. They hate when you're not desperate for a man or marriage. And they especially hate when you have inner peace. It is so unfortunate that we live in a world that's constantly selling us ideals about ourselves and our bodies and the way we live our lives and how we should be and what man we should be with. And I really just want to push back against this ideology that anything other than who you are is not enough. I am enough just as I am, as imperfect as I am. I was enough 10 years ago. I was enough when I was born. And I think the faster we learn that we are enough, that if you want to change something about yourself, you can love yourself through the process. It doesn't have to be arduous, it doesn't have to be self torturing or punishing yourself, that you can get the things that you want by being kind and loving to yourself. It is how I've gone about creating the life of my dreams. I'm not really interested in changing much of anything. I've strived to be a psychologist. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist. Hi, Dr. Shareece. I help Black men and women heal from trauma and toxic relationships. It's a dream come true being able to do this kind of work, and I take this work very seriously. I love the learnings and the theories and the interventions that I'm able to help people with. That's how I earn a living. I love the amount of money that I make. I love being able to travel and eat really, really delicious food. I love my life so much. I love the people in my life. I feel like life is about people. So I serve people through the work that I do, but I'm also in community with people who care about me and want what's best for me. And I've never strived for marriage. Okay. I've never had marriage on a pedestal. My parents were married. They got divorced when I was in middle school. And even though I saw marriage as like a normal thing, right? A lot of families in the community that I was raised in were married. I never felt this pressure to be married or else I'm not a good enough woman. So even the times when I was engaged, it just seemed like the next logical step, but not a reflection of me or my identity or my worth. And so when I was like, actually, I don't want to marry you, it wasn't that difficult. I know some women like really give themselves a hard time about, I might not find another man. Never worried. Okay. Because what man is dime a dozen. I mean, they are all everywhere. Finding a good man, I think, is really challenging. But if you want to put the effort into that, you can. At this point in my life, I mean, I'm partnered, but at this point in my life, marriage definitely has just not been a priority for me at all. And partnership is something that I love, but only if it improves my life. Not the second, okay, okay. I've been a leaver. It's been 3 years now, but I only want to continue a relationship that feels nourishing to my soul. If I give feedback, if you give me feedback, if it's not really working out, I am really not losing any sleep. I promise you. I love being in a relationship. I think romantic relationships are so fun, so thrilling, right? That you get to experience yourself through another person. I love that. But my life is so full that if I don't have that, I will be fine. Do you know? I would be fine. I love that I was able to find love that was meaningful and significant, but not necessarily something that I feel like I have to hold on to. It's kind of the hope I wish for everyone, that you can find a partner that works for you. Yes. I mean, if you want it, girl, get it. Because, we're social creatures. I think we're meant to be in fellowship with other people and in a romantic way as well. But if it's not working, girl, I don't know. Don't give yourself that hard a time trying to meet these societal standards that were ridiculous in the first place, meant to control women. Do you know what I mean? The whole point of accepting yourself for who you are, feeling the enoughness, being satisfied with your life means deprogramming, letting go of all the constant barrage of messages that we are getting, that your body is not right, that your hair has to be this exact way. I do think if you are a Black woman, then you should find a way to love and accept your natural hair. But that there are lots of ways to exist in this world and you don't have to fit into any box. As a Black woman, you already don't fit into any box, really. I think the last one that some Black women try to hold on to is being cisgender, right? Like really wanting to punch down at maybe the only other person that has a more difficult time, which is trans Black women. But generally, you already exist out of the context of expectations for most people. So embrace it all. You know what I mean? Like, also don't get married. Also don't have kids. Like, if that's what you want, I really encourage people to do what they want with their life. Design your life in the way that you want. Pause to really ask yourself, like, what do I want? That's my favorite question to ask myself. Like, what do I want now? Like, after I became a psychologist, it was, I now have an opportunity to dream a new dream. What do I want next? What am I going to do? Where am I going to live? That's how I got to this space. I love that I am in a new apartment. And at least 2 or 3 times a week, I wake up, I walk through my home, whether I'm going to like my little gym section or I'm watering my plants or I'm in my shower and I'm thinking, oh, I'm so glad I moved. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad I did this thing that I really wanted to do. And similar to when I go on trips, flying, going to the airport is not the most fun part of it, but you gotta get through it to get through it. But once I'm there, I'm just like, I'm so glad I came. Like, I'm so glad that I have the courage to experience the world. I'm so glad that I've already been to my favorite places and that I can go back one day. I'm just so glad that I have the finances because I don't do anything on credit now. Like, credit cards have been out of my life for some time now. But I'm so glad I have the cash money, the points, because there's ways to get points without credit cards. I'm so glad I have these opportunities and the flexibility in my schedule to be able to do what I want. I'm glad that, I love tea. I'm glad that I get to drink tea leisurely in the morning because I start most of my days around like 9 or 10 or 10:30, sometimes 12. But I'm glad I have the schedule that I can really plan around the things that are important to me and that I get to water these plants and learn about them and keep them alive. I'm so thankful. And in this month when I'm turning 37, I really reflect on this moment is going to be a memorable time in my life because I have Invisalign braces. I don't have them in now because they're mostly like where all the teeth are where they need to be. They're just like, I swear, like a millimeter, just like a tinge more down on my canine over here. But it's just really done. And this is going to be another one of those memories like, oh yeah, I remember the year my son moved out for college. Yeah, I was done with Invisalign the next year and I entered a new phase of life. And what's that called? I don't know. Satisfied, satisfaction, enoughness. I don't know. I just feel like I really understand money now. I I've been at peace for a long time, but it's been 3 years of my relationship. So I really feel like I understand love now and what it really takes for our relationship. I love Atlanta, right? I love being around Black people. My life has really been curated in a way that I'm not like trying to figure out anything. Yeah, like period. There's nothing. There's like when you have school age kids, there's like this daily routine of going, and making sure they're there and that. And when they're in the home, you have to think about them. You're concerned about them in a different way than when they're not in the home. It just feels like everything has slowed down. My life was already slow. You know what I mean? Like I was already out of the rat race. So there's none of that. I was already living intentionally. But doing it now with like more money, my son being gone, the love of my life, I don't know. There's a new level of life that I'm entering that I'm just very excited for. And I don't really believe in haters. And definitely not for myself personally. I don't think I'm big enough, right? But I think if I call myself an inspiration, people have pointed me out as being able to inspire them. I may also have to acknowledge that I could inspire people to envy. Do you know what I mean? Which I really would not encourage. Like any of those feelings that come up, it's like something you want for yourself that you can do. Like you can do it. And so priming yourself to believe that anything is possible is what my whole channel is about. Is what when I interact with people, I just want them to feel the love and kindness radiating off of me, even if I don't talk to them, because I'm so grateful for this lifetime, being able to enjoy my life in this lifetime, to have the lessons that I've learned in my 20s, so that I've really enjoyed my 30s, and that at 37, I still have so much freaking life left. I have so much life left. And I am like incredibly excited. I just feel like I'm so ahead of the curve when it comes to life experiences. Like, I don't have to go through a marriage and a divorce to know divorce is really not that important to divorce, to know that marriage is really not that important to me. Do you understand that I never had to go through the full negative experience of whatever in order to learn life lessons? Of course, I've had some challenges and I've documented them pretty well, I think, on my channel, but my life has been peace level 10,000, 20,000 for almost a decade now. Yeah. Like, I moved to Atlanta in 2019 and I was already, I think like in 2017, already like zenning, you know what I mean? Like, really practicing on a day-to-day basis the being free, being present, transformed transformed my life, I think, my internal world, and allowed me to really, really just bask in the wonderfulness that I've been able to create. I am so happy. Like, and I don't necessarily encourage people to chase happiness, because I didn't chase happiness, but prioritizing the things that bring you joy and peace. That's what I've documented on my channel. That there are a lot of things that we cannot control, that I process, cry about, let go, so that I can move on to enjoying the actual things in my life that I love. I I just I just cannot say it enough, right? I wake up and I'm just like, another wonderful day, another day to be wonderful, another opportunity to help people, to eat a Chick-fil-A salad. That's my new craving right now. I don't know what's gotten a hold of me, okay? They have terrible politics, but great chicken. I heard somebody say that online. So I'm just happy. I'm getting ready to travel. I'll document that sometime on my channel. I do not know the order of these videos. You know, I batch record. But I listen, if you are seeing this video, I hope you feel inspired to create the life that you want. If you're not already living it, if you are already, listen, I'm here with you. This is the heart. I'm here with you. I listen, I love this for us. I'm rooting for you like I'm rooting for me. So let me know what you think in the comments. Be sure to like, share, subscribe with anyone who wants to hear about a Black woman just loving her life. And thank you for watching.